Hey, what is going on, guys? It is the SMT. Thanks for tuning in to watch this edition of the SMT YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about 3 different news pieces. One's from Verizon, the other from AT&T, and the third is out of Dish and kind of AT&T. Well, mostly AT&T. Anyways, before I get going with today's content, please turn your attention to the description box. We have the SMT Patreon page link, $1, $2, and $3 tiers if you'd like to become a member and join a community of like-minded network and tech enthusiasts. Also a link to the second channel where all the SMT podcast live streams get archived, so check that link out. Also the Twitter handle @SneedTech and Megadon.net. Never need another social media platform ever again. It's the social media platform of the future. No algorithms, no ads, no tracking. Megadon.net. Now for today's news. Let's start first with Verizon. So we actually have a statement, this coming from the CEO of Verizon. He says that gaming data traffic is up 75% during the current extended quarantine timeframe. So the body of data that they've collected is obviously very short. It's only been a few days. This does date back, generally speaking, to last Friday when schools were officially became closed after Friday. So I guess I should say this week. That being said, it is a small body of data, but it is some data, and he's giving us kind of an idea or a first tidbit of disclosed information and data from any providers, be it wireless or home broadband. So this is kind of cool. Nice to understand, what's going on there with Verizon's data, at least. Hopefully, we see more of this, but I mean, we all kind of assumed that there would be an increase in network traffic, whether it's for home usage, generally speaking, work, school, TV usage, all of that stuff goes into account. So Verizon has already said they're going to be increasing CapEx in their spending on their network, the wireless side, by $500 million. And of course, they've gained additional network access from Dish in the form of AWS 3 mid-band licensing. So they're going to be hopefully continuing to bolster their network in that way. And then hopefully there'll be some more data from Verizon in the future and some other carriers as well, because we'd love to know. So I'll keep you guys posted on that news. Now for the second piece, AT&T basically has killed off DirecTV, and they replaced it with AT&T TV. So now AT&T Uverse is probably headed for the same fate. Customers can no longer order the service online. They can only order it by phone, so they're completely de-emphasizing it. AT&T is gearing all new customers towards their more modern options, including their internet and TV options. There is some good with the AT&T TV service. It's got a good DVR setting. It's got 550 channels. At least half of them are in full HD. It's got some 4K content from what I understand. Good first year pricing. I think it's very good. It's competitive. They've got HBO. They've got good bundles with the internet in terms of pricing. The fast internet speeds in most cases, and the fiber grade could be awesome. So those are the good things that I see with it. In terms of the TV side, that's kind of bad. Second year pricing is really, really bad. The fact that there's a 2-year contract is awful. The fees that are associated with seem to be endless. Then there's fees for add-ons and sports that are just, it just adds up over and over and over again. When you get, the entire set of packages, the pricing becomes astronomical. So there's that piece there, just an update. And then lastly, Dish is also going to be lending spectrum to AT&T during quarantining times. They already gave full 600 megahertz access to T-Mobile. They already gave Verizon AWS 3 mid-band spectrum access, which they'll be utilizing band 66. And now we have AT&T also going to be using band 66. They'll be using basically mid-band AWS 4 spectrum that Dish holds. They'll be getting full access for 60 days. So AT&T now added to the group with Verizon and T-Mobile. I guess there should be no issue in terms of how AT&T could basically use this instantaneously. Shouldn't take much there. AT&T already utilizes similar spectrum. In terms of their current infrastructure, they do use AWS 1 and AWS 3, so this shouldn't be much for them to just turn on. But the other part is they're also going to be gaining access to all of Dish's 700 megahertz spectrum. So basically, Dish is giving their network to the other big 3 wireless ISPs. This is pretty amazing. Now, rumors are starting to swirl that possibly Dish could be leasing out spectrum holdings in the future. So If you think about that, I mean, they might be able to generate anywhere between 60 to $100 million annually from each of the carriers should they decide to lease it out while they are roaming, or I guess we'll just call this the MVNO agreement with T-Mobile. And this is what I've said time and time again, and I'm going to do a video on this. Dish has the ability to double or even triple dip as an MVNO, as a prepaid provider, and then a reseller of the new T-Mobile network. So there's a lot that Dish could do in the next 7 years, and these just lay out some of the options they have. But let's just go ahead and let's celebrate what Dish has done for the American public, including the big carriers, T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. So really nice to see that. Go ahead and drop me a line in the comment section. What do you guys think about what Dish is doing, AT&T, and then Verizon, kind of those statistics? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, so drop me a line in the comment section below. The voice of the people, the pulse of the SMT Nation. So go ahead and do that for me. And before you go, if you could, please do me a solid, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe and you hit that bell notification icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT. And of course, share this. That helps the channel tremendously. Share it to your favorite social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, YouTube. That would be awesome. Thank you guys so much for that. That pretty much wraps up this video. Check out some of these other videos that I've put around here if you don't feel like leaving the SMT YouTube channel just yet. And thank you ahead of time for watching those if you decide to do that. And of course, that wraps up this one. So we'll see you guys on the next video. I am the SMT, and we'll see you then. Peace.